Bet you didn't know there's a place where Kentucky football and basketball fans unite. Welcome to Big Blue Breakdown. Whether you bleed blue or just love a good game, we've got the latest stories, hottest takes, and a whole lot of hometown pride. Hit play and join the conversation. This is your home for all things Kentucky sports.
Hello, everybody. We wanted to take a break in this episode to tell you about our friends over at W Energy. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like any other energy drink. Some facts about W. Number one, it's zero sugar, artificial colors, or dyes, or hidden ingredients. It is also gluten-free. Number two, all flavors are unique and custom made by W. You'll never taste anything like a W drink. Number three, the drinks are $1 less, guys. That is cheaper than Starbucks or any canned drink. Lastly, it is made in the U.S. It is close to home. Guys, if you guys are looking forward to going to a Kentucky football game or Kentucky basketball game and you need some energy, get W. W is the perfect thing for you working out and you need some energy. You need W. You need W throughout the day. It is for you. Use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off every single order. Guys, it not only just helps you guys be able to have a clean energy drink that you can use all the time with the tubs that they give you. It helps me and it helps the channel keep growing. And with you guys, if you guys do that, it helps us post more content and helps them, guys. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. But thank you guys so much for your time here. Please go check out W. Check out their website. And when you are about to purchase something, use promo code BIGBLUE10 to get 10% off your order. All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome into episode 68 here on the Big Blue Breakdown. I'm host Jackson Thurman. Go ahead and make sure to help us out here on this YouTube video and then follow us on social media, wherever you get that. And today we have our guest that seems to be coming on every week. I am more than happy to have him on every week. Tom from Kentucky Football Nation, here just to talk some ball with us again. Going to be talking mainly today about what if Kentucky wins this game against South Carolina? Like, what does that look like moving forward? Going to give you some of our thoughts on the schedule moving forward. But I want to go and just get your opinion on just this game overall. Like, how are we feeling going into this one?
Well, I just saw Brad White's press conference, and then yesterday was Bush Hamdan. Seems to me everybody's good to go. Looks like they're pretty fresh coming off the bye week. So
yeah,
that doesn't mean anything, but we'll see. They look like they're focused, and the mood looks good to me. They know what they got to do, so let's just go do it.
Yeah. You told me before coming on in here who is not going to play in this one, which is a big loss, at least as of right now.
Yeah, yes, it is. DJ Waller is doubtful, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means Kevis Thomas is his backup. I don't like that. Maybe they'll move Hardaway's backup Nichols over there or something. Or hopefully they tell him to play corner in 2 weeks because he got burned in Eastern Michigan. And this dude we're going up against is about as deadly of a passer right now. I can't believe how well he's passing the ball from last year. It's deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, it should be really, really interesting. I can actually, let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Not this right here, but it's going to be, I had the three, in my personal opinion, this is the three biggest stats for this game. It's going to be time of possession, rushing yards, and penalties. The reason I have time of possession is two totally different teams right here in the way that they want to control the tempo. Like, South Carolina wants to go up and down the field quickly, and on the other hand, Kentucky wants to slow the game down, run the ball. Rushing, South Carolina's not been good at stopping the rush or rushing, and so if they're going to be able to, or what they want to do is pass, like you said, Lenore's had a very, very good passing game last game. If they want to set that up and not be one-dimensional, they're going to have to be able to run, and then obviously Kentucky's going to have to be able to run because that's what they hang their hat on. And then lastly, penalties. This is a big one because South Carolina has just killed themselves with penalties this year. It has been really,
Bad penalties.
really bad.
Pre-snap penalties.
Yeah,
Pre-snap penalties.
yeah,
The cornerback line of offsides. I don't know if I ever seen that in about 10 years, but okay. Just glance over and look at the ball. I don't know where he was going, but yeah. So yes, we should win that. We should win one of those definitely without doing anything.
yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah. And
right?
that's a if we go back to this year, Kentucky's actually real like ranked. Like I
Yeah,
don't want to say
really
ranked.
good.
We're doing really really good at
That's
not
way
getting
better than we've done
penalties.
in a long time. I
Yeah,
can't remember the last time we were in the top 25 in penalties.
yeah,
But this offense is very simple. I mean, there's not a lot of pre-snap motion. You just go. I mean, so yeah, it makes sense to me now that we have the offensive line to run this. That there's not going to be a lot of false starts, and I know he's not going to be able to hear and all that stuff. But look, this is a very simplified offense. They know what we're going to do, so
yeah.
uh, let's just do it.
This is a big time game for both teams. Let me just say that. I mean, I talked about this last episode, but South Carolina is in dire need of a win right now. I mean, if they lose to
Yeah.
us, I mean that'll be
Their coach is going to have to go. Their coach is going to start calling Mayflower or U-Haul or whoever to his house because that's about the end of it. They'll let them finish out the year, but they got a brutal stretch after us.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
they'll lose their fan base if they lose this one. Fan base checks out, and
if they lose this one, that'll be a 0-3 start to SEC play this year.
you realize we played them at South Carolina 3 of the next 4 years because of that pod. We play them this year, and in the 3 years coming up, we play at South Carolina, home at South. So somebody pointed that out today. We play at South Carolina 3 of the next 4 years.
Yeah,
So then I guess we might as well just rent an apartment there. I don't know, just rent a dorm. We're gonna be, there are a lot. So yeah, look, yeah, we got to win this game with the defense with Waller being out. Now, now you're going to mix it up. Now you're going to want
yeah,
them to run. And now it's just dare them to run because if you try to be, this guy's a passer and you just try to run your defense just playing against the uh, pass, we're in trouble. Yeah, with this is a big loss. So yeah, they're going to know that, and whoever the cornerback is, Thomas is his backup. So yeah, as we said, he didn't have a good game at Eastern Michigan, or when Eastern Michigan came to us. And I would slide Nichols over, but I'm not the
I would
coach, and
agree.
they had plenty of time to practice. All the backups got reps, so they're
Yeah,
going to need him.
yeah. Another some big news here as I bring this up is Cutter Boley getting
Yeah.
the start here against them. That's pretty daggone big news. And I think this is obviously Zach Calzada. What they say is right now is injured, but
He is.
to me, to me, I think this was the perfect time in this season to implement him
Oh,
into the offense because you get the Eastern Michigan game, which is we're gonna win that game, but it's just getting him into a flow, getting him going in the right direction, and then you have a bye week, and now he has what is this his third week in a row, or second or third week in a row of QB1 snaps in practice, so that's very very big heading into this game. Obviously, this is going to be a very very tall task for Cutter. So, what's your thoughts on Cutter Boley getting the start in? What can the
I,
offense do to make it easier on him in this one? As this is actually his first SEC start ever.
well, yeah, he played at Texas. He
Yeah,
played last year. It's not like this guy. I'm not worried about it because I didn't like the guy. He played at Texas. He came in and played most of the game. So it's not like the guy has, and he knows the offense. So he knows Bush Hammond. So yeah, I'm not worried about him. This isn't like we're throwing a guy out there who hadn't been under center before. The guy played last year, started. I think maybe he came in the Louisville game. Uh,
he
or
started
at
the
least
Louisville
maybe
game.
yeah, and Murray or whoever it was. Yeah, he started. Yeah, he
Yeah,
started the Louisville game, which yeah, the poor kid got killed because our offensive line. No, our offensive line is stellar. He's not gonna have any issues. Look, we can, you know, playing a single back set. I put out a video tonight about Kendrick Law is the key to this game because we can max protect. I mean, you can put in 6, 7 guys to pass protect, 5 offensive linemen, a tight end, and a running back. If you want to go max protection and try to throw to the 3 receivers, yeah, I mean, look, he's not gonna have any problems. Just the center. Who's our center that I always worry about? Always forget our center's name.
Jagger
What's our
Burton.
center's name?
Jagger Burton.
Jagger Burton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Get the snap to him. Just that's like that. I'm worried. No, I'm not worried about him at all. He's been in this offense. I mean, look, he saw what happened to him last year. It's not like he won't be running for his life this time. So yeah, he's going to settle in. They'll probably get him some quick passes. Like I said, Kendrick Law. I think Kendrick Law is the key to this game. If he gets out in space, you got to pick their point. You're either going to put a linebacker on him or a defensive back. And if you put a linebacker up on him, we're just going to run the ball. Or excuse me, he's going to go out in the pattern because he's got 4.4 speed. If they put a defensive back on him, we'll just run the ball at that side. So yeah, I think but yeah, I didn't answer your question, but yeah, Cutter Bowley, not worried at all. Not worried at all. He started. He's been under center. Now on the road, he was at Texas, so you know yeah. We just need to. Our offensive line needs to play stellar, and I think that it will. The only two players they have, their defensive tackles are below average. Their defensive ends are above average.
Yeah.
Brad White even
Dylan
said that.
Stewart
So
is
the two
elite.
defensive. Yeah, so yeah, those are the two guys, and then run the ball. I mean, once you get into their linebackers and safeties haven't tackled well at Vanderbilt or Missouri. As you can see, Missouri is just slicing through them. So yeah, look, they're gonna shore all that stuff up, and they're gonna be ready to stop the run. But so was Ole Miss, and we got 172 on them. So I
Right.
keep saying, Carolina Jackpot. I love that guy. He came on my channel finally on one of my posts and told me that we wouldn't be able to run on him. I had to remind him we ran on Ole Miss. No offense, dude. Why can't we run on you?
I mean,
I think they give up 152 yards a game
I can
rushing.
I can bring it up right
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I think they give up. I mean, look, you get what do
Oh,
they give
not
up a
that.
game rushing? Yeah, not that. I don't know what they get. I think it's like 150 or something, right? Is it,
They give up 182 a game.
rushing?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, that's worse than I thought. Well, geez, I gave 30 yards. Yeah, I mean, look, that this is a game that this should be Cutter Bowley's coming out party.
Yeah.
Is what it should be. But Harley Gilmore, Roy Macklin, we got to get help. You got to catch the ball. This should be his coming out party because they're going to have trouble. I'll tell you right now, they're going to have trouble with our alignment. And
Yeah.
so they play a 4-3. So good luck. You're going to have to bring in a nickel or something, or you got to bring a linebacker for run support. Whatever you do, it's a chess match. We match it. So I anticipate Bush Hamden calling a good game. That's the key. And Cutter Bowley, this might be his coming out party.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens. He's a talented kid. So
Yeah. On this here, they gave up 182 yards a game, and we averaged 214.7 yards a game, which is 28th in the country. Now, there's actually a big difference between our rankings and how much we give up a game. We give up 136, but we're 56 in the country, which isn't terrible. I think we would like to see that become better. I think
there's some teams that it's only because of people's schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody that hadn't played anybody, your defense is going to have great stats.
Right.
We already played somebody in the top, what is Ole Miss, like 9th or 10th?
Yeah, and they have an amazing running back in Kewan Lacey.
Yeah. And if we had Waller, I would not be worried about this game because, look, Tucker Gleason's going to play in the NFL. We picked him off twice. So we did a good job with Tucker Gleason, and he's going to play in the NFL. He had some really good receivers, too. But now just we're gonna have to whoever the backups are gonna have to come in and play. So makes it a little bit more dicey. But you know what? We can still get them. Just play our game.
Yeah. Looking at this still here, they only average 65.3 rushing yards a game, which is 130th in the country. So honestly,
Missouri game hurt them. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really
I think
liking.
they got 100 on Virginia Tech. I think did they get 100?
I mean, Virginia Tech. Oh my goodness.
I know, and then they got 100 on South Carolina State. But yeah, all right. And 68 on Vandy. 68 on Vandy is more like it. We need to hold them under 100.
Yeah, they scored 20 points against Missouri, and that is the most amount of points under Shula, who is their offense coordinator, that they have ever scored under him, ever.
Did he just start this year, right?
He started actually in the bowl game against Illinois.
Yeah, he's been around. Yeah, he's been around. But yeah. Well, good. Then let's not give up.
Yeah.
That many because we know what they're going to do. Sellers is not. He's going to stay back there in the pocket and try and pick us apart. And then last year, if you go back and look at last year,
Busted
twice,
coverage. Yep.
twice a dude was running wide open for a touchdown. It's like he wasn't even covered. So I don't think we'll have that issue switching to a 3-4 alignment. I think we should not have that issue this year. I mean, you got an extra guy back there if you need him. So should be better. We've done well. Like I said, we did well against Tucker Gleason. We picked off Austin Simmons. We picked him off. We picked off the Eastern Michigan guy. Look, our backups. We're probably going to be fine. But yeah, we need to. I hope he has an off night throwing because he almost won that game last week by himself. If they wouldn't have got penalties, he could have won that game by himself. So
And
Sellers, I'm talking about.
he can win the game by himself. I don't
Oh,
disagree there. Um, but to me, what Kentucky has to do is with their inability so far to run the football consistently is we have to stifle them there, and we have to make them say, "Hey, Lenoris, you got to put on the K for us to win this football game." And hopefully it can be the same outcome as Missouri because we've seen what happened there. But I would agree he has the ability to win a game by himself, but he needs a couple of his wide receivers, and that offensive line is terrible for him so far this year. So if anybody really steps up for him, they have a chance to win because he's so good by himself.
yeah, Shane Beamer talked about how Seth McGowan is way different trying to tackle than Missouri and Vanderbilt.
Yeah,
He is correct. Yeah. Good luck trying to tackle him or Dell inside the about the 5 yard line. Good luck.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So look, our offensive line. I have so much confidence in our offensive line. If all you got is two defensive ends, then you know what you're going to have problems with us.
and we can
We're going to
scheme
put
around
Boyer.
that as
We'll
well.
put Boyer. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can put Boyer in there. Put a 265 guy, tight end, and a 300 some pound guy on you. Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, there's advantages to the offense we run. So yeah, it puts an extra blocker in there. So yeah, let's look. They know what we're going to do. We know what they're going to do. So you know what? It's going to be a pass versus a run. I think in this game. So let's
yeah,
just run the
yeah,
clock and go down and score, and yeah, make him keep catching up. Like I said, I've said in all my videos, we should never have 30. Bully should never, or whoever the quarterback is in our system, should never have 35 or 40 pass attempts. If you see that on the stat sheet, we probably lost. We
yeah,
had 33 Ole Miss, and then yeah, the other one was 20, and then before that it was like 24. So yeah, it needs to be 30 or under. If it's 30 or under on his stat sheet,
yeah,
then we probably won that game. That's what we need to do. I know he wants to. Everybody wants to see him, be Joe Montana or Patrick Mahomes. No, man, we need for Seth McGowan and Dadell to be, whoever the best running back is right now in the NFL. I don't know who that would be, but yeah, we
yeah,
just need to run our stuff and look. Let the running backs get the points and just don't turn the ball over.
yeah. I know, I know. I hate to even bring this up, but Mark Stoops' incoming has been very bad off of bye weeks. Like just looking at it face value, they have. What I have heard is Mark Stoops has has went about this bye week in a completely different way, which I like. Like you got to mix it up, you got to try something different. And it seems that
Yeah,
with a healthier team this year, that they're going a lot harder, or they went a lot harder earlier in the week to really just get prepared. I'm talking about in the bye week, they went harder earlier in the week. Pads, everything. So I think that can definitely be an advantage. And with a healthier team,
all
it's a
right.
lot easier to implement things in a bye week like that.
We had time. They knew Waller wasn't going to play all this time.
Yeah,
So whoever's going to go out there had plenty of time to get reps. And so yes, and that 6 and 10, that's misleading. Sometimes we were playing Tennessee, Georgia, coming off of that, some of those buys. It's like, well, wait a minute, who were we playing?
right.
So yeah, and plus we're 7-5 versus South Carolina. So that's my stat to counter that stat. But look, we can stat this to death. We're ready to play. It looks like to me the coordinators sound like they're relaxed. Everybody's like focused and relaxed, and it's going to be a long season as we were talking about. DJ Lagways and a walking boot and May red shirt, and then people can get hurt and coaches can get fired. And if we lose this game, the season's not over. It will hurt us. But no, it's a long season. A lot of stuff can happen. Pavia gets hit so many times a game. I'm like, man, how's that guy keep getting up?
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, look, a lot of things. Auburn's coach is not, a lot of things going on. We need to win this game, but it's not the end of the season if we don't win it.
Right.
Louisville doesn't look that good, all that great to me. And yeah, so yeah, I mean, look, this is an important game. Don't get me wrong, we need to win it, but yeah, it's not the only. Like I said, the way we play, this our style of play, we should be in a lot of games. There might be one or two games that we might get out of hand, but maybe not. Maybe only one. Tennessee really is the only team I'm worried about blowing us out. Other than that, I think we can hang with everybody.
Yeah. So let's say we do win this game. Let's say we do win this game. How do you feel about the rest of the season? This is my personal percentages of us winning each of these games right here. I want to get your thoughts on each one of them. And if Kentucky were to win this game, how does a 6-6, 7-5 season look now?
Well, now it's very doable. It's very possible.
Yeah.
And then I'll up my chances to Georgia to maybe 33. Maybe we'll go 30. On Georgia. Maybe we'll go if we win this game now. Maybe we go 40 on Texas. Maybe go 40 on Tennessee. Auburn, yeah, Auburn and Florida. If Florida keeps imploding, you can move that number up. And then
1,000%.
Vanderbilt, you know what? Yeah, Vanderbilt. They play a slow down game like we do. I'm not. It's a 50-50 game at least, and yeah, Louisville's at least 50-50. So yeah, you're probably right about everything you got on there. But if we win the Georgia game, you can bump the next three games up a little bit. Well, next 4 or 5 games up a little bit
Yeah.
there, because Texas does not scare me at all, and Georgia and Tennessee are the only teams that if you watch them, I think they're at the top of the heap. We'll see if Georgia beats Alabama this week,
Yeah.
but
What a great slate of games this week, though.
oh yeah, yeah, we're on. Are we on ESPN? I don't even know. I think we're on ESPN.
We're on
It's
ES.
the six
Well,
point.
it's SEC Network, but yeah, ESPN.
Oh, is it? Oh, SEC Network. No, okay, so yeah, that'll be the only game I won't get the live broadcast, but I'll be at work watching the game, and look, let's go win one. Let's. This
Yeah.
is an important game for our fans. It's important because we got so many Mark Stoops dissenters. I won't use the word haters, but yeah, they'll start really coming out now, and yeah, and they fire him. And no, the season's not over. It has to go. It's a 15 round fight. Let's let it go 15 rounds. It's a 12-game season. Let's let it go 12 games, and then we'll see where we're at. Nobody's going to fire anybody in the middle of the year. I don't even
Right.
think Florida will do that. I don't even
Right.
think Florida will do that. So,
Um,
no, I mean, who did that? Oklahoma State. But yeah, they're not going to look. We're going to go the full 12 games and then reassess. I'm sure Mitch Barnhart has pretty much said where we're at. So,
yeah. So you can look at this and take this how you want, but this is kind of how I have my SEC power rankings actually set up right now, and how close we are to some of our competition for the rest of the year. So, tell me your thoughts on this. What do you think of this right here?
it's probably close. I mean, we might be 13. I don't know about Mississippi State. They play Tennessee. They
Yeah.
beat Arizona State. So I don't know about them yet. I think this is their first SEC game, isn't it? So
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
we'll know. That's probably about right. Everybody's got a 16th, but look at the records and the play. Yeah, if you look at the way teams are playing, then yeah, that's probably about right. I might move Tennessee. I don't know. That's about right. I mean, look, it could be any order. The first 8 or 9 games, first 8 or 9 teams, the first 8 teams there. Yeah, I mean, it could be in any about any order,
Yeah, I
and
would
you
agree.
wouldn't be wrong. So no, but yeah, we're somewhere between 12 and 16. That's where I put us. And maybe if we win this game, maybe we can move up to 11 or 10. We'll see.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a big thing to me going into this one is if we are able to pull off this win, it kind of gives us a well, I'm gonna say we, but other fans. Let's just say that other fans a big sigh of relief,
Yeah,
because Georgia's gonna be. I mean, they
yeah,
haven't lost
it'd
there.
be hard to win there. Yeah,
To me, that's not
29 games.
realistic to predict a win right there. At least in my
No,
opinion. Um,
no. And then we go in a bye week as what would we be? 3-3 or 2-3? What would we be? 2-3?
if we were to
No,
win,
3. Yeah, what would we be? No, we'd be 2-3.
we'd be
Go
3-2.
3-2. 3-2.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not. Oh wait a minute. We lost to Ole Miss. We're 2-1, right?
we are 2-1. If we were to win this one, we'd be 3-1, and then with a loss to Georgia, we'd be
I
three
mean,
and
if we
two.
if we lost this one,
Oh, if we lost this one
we
and then we
lost. If
lose
we lost
to
to
Georgia,
Georgia, that's where we're
yeah,
at.
we'd be 2-3.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, then yeah, now you gotta go. Yeah, Yeah,
So
we don't need to lose this. And so you know what? They want him gone. Most people want same as our fan base. They want Shane Beamer gone. So let's just help him out.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm with them. He needs to go. Hey, I'm all for it. Let's.
yeah. Um, but I mean, Florida's on the decline. I think that's a win right now. At home in
Oh yeah.
November, that's a win. You're able to you give yourself a lot of room if you end up winning this game because now, at least in my opinion, let's just say Florida's a win, right? Let's say obviously Tennessee Tech's a win, so that's what that's two more games. So actually three more games. That'll be five right there. And now you
Yeah.
have to win. You have to win against either. I can pull it back up here. Um, you just
Vandy,
got to find a win
Louisville.
between Louisville, Vandy, Auburn, Tennessee, Texas, Texas or Georgia.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Vanderbilt. Hadn't beaten anybody. Look, I watched them. I watched the whole South Carolina game. Once the Sellers got knocked out, they blew them out. But because the backup quarterback for South Carolina was so bad, but yeah, look, they we can beat them at their own game. We also beat them last year with our crappy team, and we have a much better team now. So they have a very good defensive line. It'd be a good game. Yeah, we can definitely get one of those wins. And Auburn, look, Auburn, look, you control Jackson Arnold as Oklahoma showed you and sacked him 10 times, even though they kind of got that one bad call. But yeah, you control Jackson Arnold, you control the game. He wants to run, and if you let him run, as I said, we're going to face a lot of running quarterbacks. Got to stop the run. I don't think Sellers, like I said, is not going to run as much because I know last week he wasn't running because he had a head injury the week before, and
Yeah, yeah,
so you get him in concussion protocol and you're done for the year because that backup quarterback is not good. So
yeah. Uh,
yeah, so I think he's going to stay in the pocket a little more. Now he's going to selectively run, but I don't think he's going to run as much as we think as last year. Yeah, so
yeah. So looking at this again here, I think like 1,000%. This is a very very winnable game for Kentucky in this game. Very winnable, especially what we've seen from South Carolina and their inconsistencies and they just shoot themselves in the foot consistently as well. They just kill themselves. Um, so this is a winnable game. And then I don't want to say Georgia doesn't look like a. I mean, there's a chance. There's obviously always a chance, but that's not a. That's a tough one right there. Except for maybe Texas, Tennessee. I mean, there's 5 or 6 games after Georgia. If we were to win against South Carolina, that if we
you put
play good and they have a down game, like we can win the football game.
we always can win the football game as long as we just run the ball.
Yeah,
Run the ball is so much important. It's so important on any football team. People undervalue the run and they want to, play the spread offense and throw the sexy 75-yard touchdown and try to score, 38 points, 45 points like that Georgia Tennessee game. We can't play like that. And we couldn't, unless we had Levis back and Benny Snell and Rodriguez, and we are not. And so, yeah, we need to play the way we play right now.
yeah,
So defense and run the ball. That wins a lot of games in the NFL. I know people find that amazing, but
yeah. A big thing in this to me is going to be we have to have well 2 things. We have to have a fast start because I think if we're able to have a fast start, and it
yeah,
seems so far their inability to score the ball consistently. I'm talking about South Carolina here. We get ourselves a lead like we did against Ole Miss. Unlike an Ole Miss offense, I think we can sustain this against South Carolina. On the other hand, it's going to be hard for us to make a comeback if we get down because that's not the type of offense that we had. Like you mentioned, like if we get the lead, it's going to be tough for them to come back because of time of possession, because of their lack of consistency on the offense side of the ball. And then the other thing is going to be again running the football consistently, being able to run the football, and setting up Cutter Boley in manageable situations on third downs. That's a big part for me. If you're able to get consistently in 3rd and 5 or shorter, I feel very, very confident in what Cutter Boley can do through the air and also with his legs. So I think that's a very, very big part here. And also, just take a look at this right here. -9 rushing yards is what South Carolina had against Missouri. Now that is including sacks, but that is just terrible. And then um, Missouri dominated the time of possession. Obviously, like you were saying, Norris Sellers had an amazing game through the air, throwing for 302, but that didn't end up mattering. So I think we can kind of take what Missouri did and try to implement that into our game on the road here.
Yeah, their running back Fajon, or whoever they got from Utah State, they're not happy with him, and he's not running the ball at all. He's not hitting the hole at all. So they're going to do short passes and try to break tackles.
Yeah,
Starting out. It's going to be the jab, jab, and then he's going to throw over the top. And yeah, this is where you're going to see the. Hopefully, if we have that rush number under about 80 yards, that would be good
yeah,
for
that'd be
us.
really good.
And that'd be really good. Yeah, I mean, look, if it's going to be throw, then just let's just make him a thrower then, because yeah, if they run the ball and start throwing the ball, yeah, now we're in trouble. So yeah, we just need to stop the run. We still got to stop the run, even though they suck at it. We can't give them any hope in it. Let's just
Right.
stop the run, because I think they're going to try and run the ball, and they're going to try and do short thing. And they're going to come out motivated and ready to play. They're at home. They just came off of an awful performance, and you're going to lose to, most people are saying, last place team. They're going to be motivated. So yeah, it's important for us. And I think Cutter Bowley, look, he's mature enough now where, look, this ain't the first time he's been under center in this offense. We're going to run the ball because we're going to make them stop the run. So good luck, and we're going to put probably, like I said, I've always said, in football, however many people we commit to a run play, they have to commit that many people. If we
Yeah,
commit the five offensive linemen, running back, tight end, that's seven play. They have to commit 7 or 8 players. So yeah, it's just going to be a contrast of styles here to see who can win out. And yeah, first drive important for us. And like I said, Kendrick Law, I'm calling out as the MVP. And
mm,
if we can get him open, he is so fast. Their defensive backs and quarterbacks are not that good, and they cannot tackle. But it's time. We missed him on a touchdown that got called back. That guy needs to be a safety valve for Cutter Bowley. I think he will be. That's the guy you're probably going to look at as a safety valve, because they're going to have to play off of him. You're not going to get up in his face. So just throw it to him and run the ball. And Cutter Bowley does not have to be, Patrick Mahomes. Uh,
right.
so yeah, just complete, check down, do your reads, complete your passes that you need to complete, and just keep the chains moving.
Yeah, yeah. I would completely agree. So Kentucky goes to South Carolina this Saturday at 7:45, I think Eastern, and then would that be 6:45 Central?
Central.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um, SEC Network 2-1 Cats take on the 2-2 Gamecocks. 6.5 point favorite right now is South Carolina. You have
Right
anything?
now it's down to five. It's down to five on FanDuel, so it's dropping. So some people's
Okay.
betting on Kentucky. I
Okay.
know I am. I keep betting money on us. But yeah, I'm looking at the
I
line
well, I
here.
haven't. I probably haven't checked it.
No,
And
you
this
haven't
was
checked it.
Monday.
No, yeah, that was Monday. Yeah. Trying to see. Here we go. They're saying how many Cutter Bowley under 163 pass yards. Lower sellers are expecting to get around 220. I'll take that 220. How many rush yards do they think they're going to get? Well, they're not putting rush yards in it. Okay, so yeah, they're expecting this. I've already bet us. What is before we get off here? Our point total has now moved up from 19 and a half to 20 and a half. I already bet that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we're getting out. And if you don't bet, you probably don't know the numbers. So this looks like a 24, 28, 21, 24, 20. South Carolina is what Vegas is calling it. But they're not always right. So I like those numbers. I like that it's coming down. Shoot, if we can hold him to 220 yards, yeah, he doesn't need to be getting 300 yards on us. Lenore
Right.
Sellers. If you see him get the same stats as he did against Missouri, we're in trouble. Whoever DJ's Waller replacement is, they probably play Nichols and Thomas. Hey, they know what they're going to find. Well, they found out tonight. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to throw the ball. So we got to tackle. That's important. Defense. Everybody's talking about Cutter Bowley. My thoughts are before we get off here. The defense is important.
Yeah.
It's just important as the offense, not just Cutter Bowley. No, the defense has to show up.
Yeah. thousand
And
percent.
if they do, then look, then we can play our game. If this game gets in the 30s, we're going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah. I think honestly, to me, it's a race to about 24, at least for
Yeah,
Kentucky. Maybe
yeah.
less.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see us get 31. I like to see us
Okay.
get. I like this to be about a 31-21 game. I don't care if they get three. I'll give them three touchdowns. We just need to, we need to really do this, do something against an SEC team, which Ole Miss, we didn't do bad, 23. So people are telling me we can't get 20, 20 points on them. Vegas is saying we can't get 20. I bet it because we got 23 on Ole Miss. So yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna call it 31-21 Kentucky.
Okay, I like it. I think Fox is saying 28-21 South Carolina, but I do like to see this number slowly dropping. I think that's a good sign for Kentucky. And like you said, Vegas is usually pretty spot on. Pretty spot on.
Yeah, but they get stuff wrong.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
why I
Yeah.
win. That's why people win money. And I think maybe they got this. Hopefully they got this wrong. Look, it's a close game. We start getting under a touchdown. When you have 5.5 point, and if it falls, that's probably where it's going to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if it's a one score game, we get in the fourth quarter in a one score game, we win it. So we can win that.
Yeah. Um, this is a very, very big game for Kentucky. Um, if we end up winning this game, I think we got a really, really good shot at that 6-6, even 7-5. With looks like Florida is going downhill. We got the Tennessee Tech. I think Vandy is a really, really winnable game. Um,
Louisville, yeah.
Louisville is a winnable game. So if we were to win this
Think
game,
big.
yeah, if we were to win this game, I think the path to a bowl game is there, and that's how important this game is. But thank you, Tom, so much
No,
for
no
coming
problem.
into this one. I will link all his stuff in the description of this video.
Thank you.
Go check all of his stuff out. Past 500 subscribers, that is awesome. Keep help building
Yeah.
his channel
Yeah.
up. Um,
Thank you, guys. Yes, please.
uh, thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 68 here, and thank you, Tom. And as always, here, go Cats.
Go Cats.